We're here at the stroke recovery walk. My balance isn't really bad at all today. My voice is still a bit scruffy, but I had my first speech therapies. I've been moving my mouth around as I walk, but we had to wait till late today and stroke recovery walk. And I used to work 8 hours as a hard hat in these boots and then come home and walk hard sometimes. And now I'm so fatigued, and it's more of a mental fatigue. It's not your standard issue muscle fatigue, that your lactic acid type fatigue. That's not the fatigue you experience at all. It's more of on the other side of on the brain side, your brain fatigue. But this helps a lot too. One of the keys to sleeping well is eating well, and I finally got to go to the store the other day, and turns out I'm eating well enough that should catch up on some good sleep after today. And then we might be moving. It's never for sure. It's awfully late, but better late than never. It's the manager asked me today if I wanted to go put a month on it. And I'm saying I've never moved this late in the lease, but he's doing it, and looks like we'll be okay. I should be signing a lease sometime after he gets off work. There's gonna be an email, and I'll sign the lease. And he's doing all the thinking, so I hope it's a good place. I might be surprised, maybe. I think I failed at the last apartment, but the next apartment isn't going to be a failure. And that's going to be good. But yeah, we see some people over there. We're on our stroke recovery walk at 3 minutes, and there's a dog walker. Looks like a dog walker with their camera. Oh, maybe a photographer. Who knows? But I wonder if they're a YouTuber too. So she's gonna be pulled backwards so that she continues down the trail in the direction that she's traveling. We are walking without a stick, and we are in slippery snow. We have a little bit of traction, but not much, and my balance is much better than it was. In fact, my balance seems to be so good that I don't have that extra kick I get with having my balance off. So it'll be a little harder to maintain the walk because I've got a good balance, and it seems that I get an extra kick from the balance being off. And yeah, but this time I should have probably thought of something to say for this YouTube video, before I started the YouTube video, because now I've kind of run out of things to say. And there's a guy without a dog. So anyway, we are still practicing walking and doing balance, and we always will be. We're not going to practice walking. We're not going to stop practicing. We're going to dog walk till the day we die. That's how we're going to do. Because really, the best way I see to recover from any stroke myself is to somehow, no matter what it takes, no matter how hard it is, no matter how much fatigue you go through, learn to walk your dog. Yeah, that's a winner, if you ask me, after a stroke. But I did hear a story. This one guy, his friend, his guitar picking buddy, had 3 strokes. He said that he had used to play guitar with a guy and then had a stroke, but he didn't quit cigarettes. And then he had another stroke, and it took out his right hand for good this time. So he couldn't play guitar, but he kept smoking cigarettes. And then he had another stroke. That one killed him, but it was tobacco related. See, there's that curse. Now, I smoked tobacco for 30 years, and then I was dipping for 10. I quit dipping the day I had a stroke. And then, of course, I used to smoke pot. I'd smoke about an ounce every 2 weeks. I'd be buying an ounce. And she remembers where the deer run is, but she came across a deer earlier and did pretty well. You can see that speech therapy is already affecting my YouTube videos in a good way. That's nice. Eventually, I hope not to sound like Jimmy Dranny. But one thing is that I don't run very well, and the other, well, I will never smoke a cigar. So, but yeah, right now I sound kind of scruffy, like Nick Gruff, the crime dog, or something like that. So I'm not going to. But yeah, here we are walking along, practicing our balance and practicing our walking. And I came across another stroke survivor on YouTube and added. And I always subscribe to other stroke survivors. I don't care, everything. I've been studying, as far as I'm concerned, I've spent so many hours a day just studying on YouTube, stroke survivors. Any little hint I can pick up, or any little helpful thing. And of course, I got the Rehab HQ and all other rehabs, a bunch of rehab girls. I like to consider them the cheerleaders, And then there's there's another rehab. The girl's name is Linda, and then there's a cute little girl, Tobias or something, and all these different stroke rehab things I like to do. And then I've added 2 more speech therapists on there And there I have been busy watching those and practicing with my tongue and wiggling my mouth around, making funny noises. Oh, there's all sorts of speech therapy stuff. And it looks like the muscles to my voice box and my mouth and my tongue are starting to work. So I'm getting into speech therapy. I have another speech therapy this Friday. I'm gonna call it on this. It's about 10 minutes.